Hey everyone, how you doing today? Thought I'd take another look at the workshop and see what was out there, and a lot of very cool creations. This time a pretty diverse variety here between Reforged Eden 2, 1, and Vanilla. So we'll be hitting all three of those. So the very first creation here is the Stellar Endeavour MKII by Ente. And this is a refit of the Stellar Endeavour MK1 version for Reforged Eden. And wow, this is a big detailed ship here. Now I've looked at the original or the original Reforged Eden 1 before, so this is obviously a complete refit of the ship to comply to Reforged Eden 2 specs and new parts and things like that. Check this out. This is just wild. I'm looking at some of these new parts here, and some big dishes here on the side that are angled at a 45-degree angle. That is wild. I like how the author kind of put that into the design here as well. Looks really cool the way it's set up there. And I want to see what this thing is. Communication dish, angled. 10,000 hit points on that dish. Holy smokes! I might have to use those as body armor there. That's pretty good. But yeah, this is one wild ship here. It is a massive, almost like a fleet carrier type of ship. Obviously, it's going to definitely require a fair amount of CPU. It's running some big thrusters and a lot of other things going on here. This is certainly like an end game style ship. But wow, just all kinds of things going on in here. I just take a look at some of the details and stuff like these. Round or spherical tanks on the side of the ship over here. I mean, you could just float around this thing for a long time looking at stuff. I like the way this hangar door is done too. They're turned sideways, and there's two opposing doors like that open up. That actually looks pretty cool with the how it configures there. It almost looks like there's a I don't know. That just looks really cool. Obviously, a big pass-through hangar going through the center of the ship there. Whole bunch of module bays on here as well. Well, at least 4, I would say, in this front section of the ship here, and that looks really cool as well. I think these look like standard Helios module bays. They look like about the right size, but don't quote me on that. I didn't check myself, but I do think they might be. That kind of looks about the right size. And wow, yeah, this thing's wild ship. Really cool to see too. Let's go a flyby on the bottom side of this here too. I know the lighting is not great down here, and I can't really tune the lighting to make the bottom sides visible without flipping the ship upside down. But as you can see, it is very detailed anywhere you look on this ship here. Other little things that you can probably see too is it's running some mixed hull materials or base hull materials. So you've got like some of this type of metal, some of the smooth metal, some variations, some with rust on them, some other, a bunch of other textures kind of in the mix there as well, just to give it a lot of variety and kind of that worn and used look, but not like, completely rusted out or anything like that either. But I definitely like that. I think that looks really cool. There's all kinds of features going on here. Obviously, we see some boarding ramps down below the rear hangar opening there. Get up on the top side, got a pretty large landing area over here. Obviously that's going to connect to the inside of the ship, but wow, that's cool how this is done up here too. There's a lot of access points in and out of the ship all over the place. You got some flight deck access points over there as well. Got some more of the spherical pieces around here, and just looking at the layers of the block work around here, that just looks really cool. Again, like a great big, I don't know, freighter type of ship, I would say, but a lot of combat stuff on it too, I do believe. I don't know. I'm seeing some guns, but I'm not seeing like a huge amount of guns on here. Obviously, you could really outfit this for a whole lot of weaponry everywhere, but it kind of looks like, at least stock, it's more about defending itself rather than blowing up POIs at least in this configuration. But wow, check that out. And then this looks like this is going to be where the probably the main bridge is. I wouldn't doubt it has more than one bridge in the ship as well. A couple floors in there. It's really cool. I love looking through the glass and seeing like detailed environments on the interior. I think that just looks really neat for I don't know, all your cosmetic stuff and being immersive that way as well. Anyway, I don't know if I'm going to tour the whole ship, but I'm going to definitely take a walkthrough on good parts of this ship here and see what's going on the inside. I'm not sure how I should adjust the lighting here. I know we all know that I'll try to go a little bit on the darkest side here and see if it works or not here. Get out of God mode too. So yeah, entering in the this big pass-through hangar. This is just wild. I mean, look at the detail going on in here again. This is why yeah, Ente really hits it with the detail. And just, I mean, for such a large creation to make it this neat, that's it's a commitment. It is definitely, it's an endurance battle beyond just being a good designer. It is a endurance battle to build something like this. I'm just amazed. I'm looking at these mechanisms up there, and I kind of wish I was in God mode so I could check those out a little easier right now. But let's walk up this way and see what's going on. There's so much to see. It's almost like I can't really even point out all the stuff. I'd be here, I think, all afternoon, trying to point out all the little things going on in here with the details and the part locations and things like that. But obviously, there's like an upper deck. You can kind of see a railing up along there. I'm sure we'll make our way up there at some point here. But let's get into this area. So, yeah, this looks like a teleporter room here. Oh, we got some pretty cool staircases going down to the sides here, too. That's a neat format there. I kind of like how that kind of goes through the floor. Double staircase design. Some cool LCDs around the area as well. And then we got kind of an observation window out the front in between the big areas there. Oh, we got a cantina over here. Yeah. We got some new plants installed. Definitely like those. This is wow. This really wow. Look at this. This thing's like a floating city. Well, I wouldn't say floating. More of a space traveling city. So we got our menu up here, and oh yeah, I'm seeing a bunch of some interesting names in here. That is pretty cool. Found Again Burger. Yep. Yeah, we got a bunch. We got the Excal's Garden Salad. I bet you there's a lot going on here. The breakfast menu, main courses, the drinks. That looks really cool too. I love the way this is done. That wood grain really accents this nicely around here. Kind of changes the theme a little bit, gives it some more stuff going on. Some cool looking texture lights in the on the ceiling area here. The way this is designed, and of course, kind of looks like we have a like a more of a public bathroom over here. And wow, I don't even this. Wow, this thing is just massive. Massive ship. We got a medical bay over here, it looks like. Or I would say it's a medical facility. I wouldn't call it a bay. It's more of it's a little bit more immersive than that. This is like you're walking into a complete medical center here. This is cool, though. So you got all our specialized equipment over here. We've got even a place for... oh, these people got it nice. They get injured. They got TV. They got plants. They got bookshelves. All kinds of stuff going on in here. Place to chill and eat. Good observation window out the side of the ship. Yeah, this is cool. And this is probably oh yep, we got yeah, open. Yeah, we got another bathroom over here with a shower and toilet. Very cool. I love the angled wall structure coming into it as well. That's kind of neat to see, especially when you got a large creation. You can kind of get away with this kind of thing, and it's really neat if you can disorientate the player walking through it, thinking that they're walking like at a 90-degree angle when they're really going at a 45-degree angle. That's just cool. It just adds in that another element to make it feel a lot less voxely, I guess you could say. Let's go down this way. I have no idea what we're expecting here. I have toured the ship before, but I mean, in a previous state, and this is a giant ship. If I built the ship myself, I would forget where everything was. I know I would. I do actually forget on some of my ships where things are at this point in time. So it looks like we're kind of coming down a large storage area over here. A lot of storage controllers. Looks like there's some pretty big ones there too. We'll take a look at the storage here at the end. Now check this out. And then we walk into this big fusion reactor room here. That looks really cool too. You know, different coloring, like white, almost like it's like some kind of specialized materials along here to, I don't know, hold back radiation or something like that. That's really cool. I like that diversity in here. And a whole bunch more storage. Holy smokes. Oh, wow. No joke on the storage here. Got it. God, yeah, they're all 640s. Yeah, I'm definitely curious how many storage bays this ship has, and I definitely think it's going to have a lot of them. Now, there's another side. We're just kind of going down one side of the ship here, and I believe, I don't know, let's follow this hallway. It's almost need a tour guide for a ship like this, you know, like like you're in some theme park somewhere, going down a boat ride and having someone explain everything that's going on here. So on the other side here, I just wanted to see if they had another fusion reactor up here. I bet you it does. Yeah, it kind of looks like it does over here. So, yeah, there we are. Oh, wow, it's not installed on this side. Okay. But, yeah, definitely storage alley and fusion reactor rooms down this particular part of the ship, which is actually just a small part of the overall ship here. Let's head back this way. Really cool looking hallway here. I like this, how the blockwork's done over here. It gives it kind of that angled approach, and it's asymmetrical, at least, you know, with the hallway on this side. You see, you got one angle on this side of the hallway, different angle over there on the roof line. I think stuff like that just looks really, really cool. And then you got kind of your beams that break it up in there, and of course a lot of texturing and lighting and everything else going on here too. So there's another way back up to the main hangar area. Let's just keep on going this way. Or I won't say main hangar area. That's coming up here. Man, okay, so let's leap this way and head across there. Looks like we got our main shield installed up on the hangar, and you can see some catwalks and things going around up there. I still got to make my way up that way too. Let's just head back here and see what's going on in these bays back in this area. So we got some side hangar bays, probably from some HVs and SVs, some utility function in the area here. Really cool looking blockwork. Again, I like the color accents and how it's kind of shaped around there. That looks really, really nice. Great looking lighting too. It's, you know, it's hard with the game right now to produce light. The lighting seems extremely dark, especially on planet side at nighttime, and it's really hard to deal with that. Yeah, this is looking great. So over here, we're obviously getting to a big engineering area, thruster access. Also seeing some turbines mounted in here. So these are some Reforged Eden 2 parts, some new ones. They are the replacements for solar panels. And I believe we're looking at a large advanced plasma turbine right there. And it looks like we got another one here. There's a 2x2 one and a 2x3 one. Or I'm sorry, a 3x3 one. So this would be a smaller one. Yeah, that's cool that it can accommodate all that too. It's basically making residual power just like the solar panels would for a ship. And here's another big turbine. Yep, right over there. Again, the display rooms and everything for all the parts look really awesome as well. It is neat when you got yeah, just a lot of space. But as an author too, you got to figure out how to make all that space look good. And it's nice, you know, now with Reforged Eden 2, there's more and more parts than ever to put in a ship. So you can you can put in useful parts rather than just a lot of fluff areas. And but a ship this size, you kind of got to do both here. This is really cool too. You can walk up to the fusion, or I'm sorry, not the fusion reactor, the turbine here. And all right, which way should I go this time? I want to get back down here. I'm gonna cheat a little bit. I'm gonna god mode around just a bit, and we're gonna get back into this area, and I want to head up the stairs going this way. I'm just trying to save a little time walking around here. I'm still admiring these pretty in-depth crane pieces that are in here. There's a lot of blocks and stuff going on with this configuration there. That looks just so cool, really immersive. And then you can kind of see the tracks that would go on across the ceiling of the hangar in the middle there as well. And over on this side, obviously we got some pipe work, our warp drive, some really cool visuals up there. And yeah, I know there's obviously another catwalk and balcony up on that side yet too. Let's go up a little bit here. Let's go to, is it this floor? This floor. So we got hydroponics and shield upgrade engineering around here, and this also gets us to that catwalk. Kind of, that's so cool when you're walking around like this and you see all the other ship around you. Again, a really good thing for immersion. And just killer block work anywhere you look. Like even like scenes like looking down a hallway like this could be a screenshot advertising the game. You know, just anywhere you look, pretty much. Let's head this way. Where am I going? I'm going to the shield upgrade engineering area. Oh yeah, so it looks like we got some housings here for shield parts. And the large shield parts in Reforged Eden 2 are smaller than what they used to be. So I believe they would fit right in there. I think they're 3 by 3 by 4 in size, rather than 5 by 5 by 4. So they are easier to fit now. And I think these bays look like they're made for the newer size shield parts. And oh, more storage over here. This might connect to that other hallway, maybe. No, maybe not. Let's go this way. No, okay, so just yeah, just tons of storage all along the sides of the ship here. So this thing is going to be able to carry a lot. And again, just I don't even know what to say anymore. The block work looks amazing. It really does. And the choice of lighting and texturing and just the overall immersion of walking around something like this. It's hard to believe all this is like a voxel creation, like a little bit more advanced version of like Minecraft. But it is wild. Look at all this going on in here too. And the layers kind of looking down, but we already down there by the teleporters, so this is just rooms that kind of get around the top side of that. Now, it looks like we are into a CPU core area over here, auxiliary core stations. Man, absolutely wild here. I am curious. I mean, obviously this was retrofitted from a MK1 version, but the MK1 version, of course, would have taken a very long time to build, and I'm not sure what the time to do the MK2 version took from the MK1 version. Probably quite a while as well. I'm just looking at this ship as like this is probably hundreds of hours build time on this, unless the author is extremely fast at doing this. Wild here. So yeah, we also got a big grow plot area here. Obviously, all these are kind of set up to add in the Reforged Eden style grow plots, the 3x3 ones, or you could get rid of a lot of the blocks around these current grow plots as well and use the just a standard plots. Either way, is that a staircase? No, it's just a fancy wall trim. Okay. Obviously, we got some grow light sensors around here too. I'll have to turn one of those on. Wild. Yeah, let's go up again. I did kind of want to make my way up to the bridge area. And again, yeah, I think we're here already. I've seen this a little bit from the outside here. Killer looking bridge area. Like the carpet put in the mix. All these really cool looking like displays for all the personnel in here. We got our main pilot seat there, and then a view out the front. Just a wild ship. I mean, definitely grab this off the workshop and take a walk through because honestly, I know even I'm spending like probably a good 20-25 minutes walking through here, and you could probably do this for hours. There's probably a lot of places in the ship I didn't hit right now as well. I just wanted to get a good overall look at what to expect in there, and again, wild, really wild on this. I am curious on a lot of the specifications here too. So obviously in Reforged Eden 2, this is Reforged Eden 2 is in alpha, and it is still being developed and things like that. So it's really cool seeing a lot of creations and authors embrace that. I really believe they are doing a good job on giving the game a lot more life, especially having Reforged Eden 2 come out with all the new stuff. It gets us authors a little giddy here. We got new things to do now. So start with on here. We're unlock level 25, size class 21. I tell you what, if I added a couple more blocks to this, it would be size class 22. Doesn't matter. 67 forward, 21 strafing, 42 lift, 40 reverse, 24 down, 21 fuel tanks, 8 oxygen tanks. It is pretty light on weaponry right now. Basically, just giving you like drone defense setup here, and long-ranged radar array. See, that's something I'm a little unfamiliar with myself. It probably has something to do with those big angled radar dishes we've seen on the side, but I expect these to be better than your standard long-range radar as well. Probably consume more CPU. I got to investigate that. I have not played with that at all yet. So we're running quite well. No, this is just other parts. I look at this and I'm thinking, oh, quantum cores, and it's not quantum cores. It's some of the main cores in here, like superior cores and stuff, use those. We do have 4 auxiliary CPU cores in here. Other than that, total CPU. So, yeah, not bad at all. It goes a little bit over on how it's slated, but I mean, yeah, 8,000 over a million is like nothing. So that's I won't worry about that whatsoever. Yeah, let's check out. Yeah, I want to check out the core configuration. So this would be considered. It appears a core 13, and that's basically adding a core 9 plus 4 large auxiliary cores. So it doesn't look like it's using any quantum cores in here either. So that's surprising. I thought, man, this is a giant ship with some meaty thrusters and everything else going on in here, and I kind of expected to see quantum cores in here, but no, it's just running 4 auxiliary cores in there. So that's pretty interesting too. So I'm scared of this part here. Okay, so storage. We know this thing has gobs of storage, so very nicely labeled. So yeah, it's going to be easy to figure out what's going on here. Obviously, we've got, and they're all labeled too. Look at all these 640s. There's 4 640s, 8, 11, 15. Oh my goodness. I don't even want to count any more of these. Okay, so it's got just a wild amount of storage in it. And not like, I mean, there are some 320s in here for harvest, things that have to be 320s, like harvest and I'm sure ammo. Yeah, a lot of storage in here, and then beyond that too, just a bunch of boxes and things too. 2 320k ammo bays in here, as well as the harvest bays. We got a whole bunch of bays just to hold stone, like 4 640s for stones. That's wild. We got anyway, yeah. I don't even know. I'd have to get a calculator and add all that up on how much total storage is in here, but a lot. So everything about the ship is on a big scale here, and really impressive design here. and it's Reforged Eden too, so it's like right, the latest and greatest in game tech here. So very cool. Again, this is the Stellar Endeavour MKII Reforged Eden 2 by Ente. Very, very cool. Please check that one out and tour it. It's well worth it. it's well worth clicking and bringing that into your game to check that out. That is wild. All right, let me get the lights going here a little bit more, and we've got another gigantic creation. No, from Artemis Rogue. This is the champ for Reforged Eden 2. So this is another SV miner, and it looks really, really wild again. It kind of has that mech look to it. Mining robot, yeah, a robot look to it, yeah. Oh, I like the added effects here going on with the thrusters here, putting in these emitters to give it some like thruster exhaust there. Yeah, this looks really cool. Obviously, it's a 4-drill SB miner. Does have a couple Gatling guns. Does obviously have a warp drive installed. Constructor right over there. Looks like it's running some pretty decent thrust on it as well. I don't know if this. I don't think this is necessarily a high gravity type miner, but it looks like it would be a pretty cool miner. And the drill separation looks like it would work out pretty good too. I like the way this is all done up though, where the cockpit's kind of above this lower section there. Gives you nice places to put in like some reverse thrusters. And again, really, really cool styling on here too. I love the LCDs and all the detail. Fits with the author's theme of a whole slew of creations that will go to this kind of faction here. And yeah, I like the name, Mining Robot 4000 too. That's a cool little detail there. So we got some more. We got some, yeah, there's forward thrust. So after looking at this a little bit, when I first looked at it, I thought it was going to be, a little higher CPU creation. But now that I'm looking at all the thrusters on here and stuff, I'm not really seeing anything that's sticking out that is going to be like too high of a tier. In fact, if I were to guess now, I would just guess it would be around a tier 3 or tier 4 creation, maybe a tier 3. That would be my best guess. If you ask me, that's what I think it is. But yeah, this looks great. Looks like it's going to maneuver good. It's got a nice drill boring pattern on it. Looks like that would make some pretty good holes in the ground. It's not long either, so it could probably maneuver in the holes pretty good, and be able to turn around and stuff like that. And other than that, it's just kind of set up really nicely. Cool use of like this particular cockpit on the design as well. I think that looks quite fitting. The curves here go well with the block work on the curves down over in the other parts of this. And there's it's just embracing a lot of curves on it, generally speaking. Very cool design here. I bet you it works well too. I really do. So let's take a look at some numbers here. Unlock level 12. Okay, yeah. Okay. This is gonna. I think I might be right on the tier 3. And it's trying to. I believe that's going at the lowest unlock level you could do with the type of parts that are on here, including the warp drive. We'll have to make sure it has a shield too. In fact, I did not look at that on the Endeavor. So 84, 26 strafing, 90 lift, 71 reverse, 35 down. So really, really agile as well. Take a look at the roll, yaw, and pitch as well. Very, all the numbers are above 100, which is means it's going to be very maneuverable. Got 2 Gatling guns on here. The 4 mechanical drills. Does have a detector. 32-minute and 37-second build time. Not really using much of anything here. A smidgen of aluminum powder, a little bit of cobalt. You're going to need this with any of these SV miners. So it's not, but yeah, the build time on it's really quite low here too. CPU-wise, yeah, it's set up for 9500 CPU. Let's take a look at the devices here. Yeah, Core 3. There we are. Just the 2 basic CPU cores installed on this, and that helps keeps the cost down too. So you don't need more rare materials and things like that in your build. So obviously the author was doing a juggling act, trying to get use all that CPU up. but not go over, make everything work right and maneuverable and things like that. It looks like I do believe the author was quite successful at that. And it also has that constructor in there. Yep. Very cool there. Let's look at, oh, speaking of that, let's look at its storage here. We got an ammo controller at 1,020, harvest controller at 12,016. So yeah, a pretty good amount of harvest storage on here too. So 12K basically. And by looking at the thrust, it looks like it can really handle that. Again, you know, I was thinking originally that maybe it's you know, not for high gravity, but maybe it is. You know, maybe it is. It did have some pretty big time lift on it, and well, all the thruster speeds. Yeah, I'm really curious on how this does on like a 4G planet. It doesn't have like you know, if it had like 20K storage on, I would say yeah, it probably couldn't do high gravity, but it only has 12K on it, so maybe. A couple of other things I'm just curious about is I want to take a look at some of the thrusters and see if they were using plasma or ion thrusters. Looks like ion, so the cheaper ones in here. So obviously all these can be upgraded a couple tiers above this too. So it doesn't do high gravity now. With a little bit more CPU and upgrading some of these thrusters, I believe it certainly could. But I might do it right now too as well. One last thing, yeah, shields. Let's look at some shields here. So this one does not have a shield on it, at least stock. I wonder if there's a sneaky little place to put that in. And I've seen some like blow up these block kind of things over here. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, yep. It's got a slot right here for the shield. I kind of half expected that. That's cool. So yeah, obviously remove these one of these two blocks, slap in the shield, put the block back, and then you got a shield installed in here too. So it's the author thought about that as well. That's really cool. That's really cool. Yeah. Well, anyway, again, this is the Champ by Artemis Rogue for Reforged Eden 2. Very nice. One last thing before I move to the next creation here, I just wanted to take a good look at the shield on this ship. So 24,178 on the Stellar Endeavour MKII. Something I didn't look at when I was looking at it the first time there. All right, so the next creation here, this is the XII or 12 Hydra RE2 by Xenoschich. Sorry, I screwed up the name again. It's XENOSCH is the author name here. And yeah, it's a really killer looking miner as well. Looks like this is an 8 drill miner. Really cool, very round mining pattern here in a really cool looking cockpit area, interior style cockpit area on the middle of that. And some wild block work going around on the entire back side of the creation here. That's it. That looks really cool. Love the accent of the texture lights and how the using kind of like some the thin triangle blocks and things like that to create a really unusual pattern. And it does. You know, I was kind of curious about that too. It almost looks like it could land on the back side, and yeah, I'm seeing landing gear there too. So I got it sitting. Well, it also lands the way it is right now, but that is really cool. So you can just kind of park this down vertically as well, and it does kind of resemble a bit of a rocket or something like on the backside there, a bit of an alien rocket or something. But that is cool. Obviously, we can see, I believe, a warp drive in here too. Killer looking bridge area too. Just yeah, I really like that. Good looking glass work with all the block work around the glass as well. This is a really neat little setup here too, with the a couple of these drills here on the bottom side, the way they're connected to the creation here. That's cool. Yeah, it's a neat looking miner. So this is how you get in. Oh yeah, that's here. I'm gonna get out of God mode. We're gonna walk in. So we kind of get up here. We'll leap right into the the cockpit area here. We got a storage controller. Obviously, probably a sensor for lighting or something like that. Some other utility function in here. We got our O2 ventilator. Please read F for manual. Oh, check that out. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Yes, that's cool. That's cool. So yeah, this will, I don't want to read the whole thing here for the video, but yeah, this is really cool. So it talks about all kinds of different features, upgrades, things there, having a manual built in like that. That's cool. It's a nice way to do it too. It really is. Just because it does work. Please read, hit F, so you don't have to display the whole thing on the screen. A person can just walk up there and hit it and take a look. Do have RCS in here as well, at least one. And I just got to sit in that cockpit. Awesome looking cockpit viewing around the area. You can see everywhere around you, which is great. Plus, we got some heads-up displays there. If you look at the top middle, saying that the landing gear is engaged currently. And that's, yeah, so you kind of come in right under the warp drive. We got our main CPU core above that. Looks like we have a particle or well, an emitter up there doing some little smoky stuff. Kind of looks like S. I would have to read the owner's manual on what that is. It could be a shield, of course, or a shield part, something like that. Killer looking design here. I'm really curious on some specs here too. It has some thrusters. I mean, obviously seeing some forward thrusters, but oh yeah, there's the strafing thrusters over there. Okay, I might have the thrusters off, or maybe it automatically set them to be off. That could be. Let's look at some stats here. Yeah. Yeah, let me turn this on here. And all right, so we're unlocked level 12 again. Ooh. So I wonder if there's another tier 3 build here. 33 minute and 40-second build time. So very similar in build time and unlock level as the other SV miner we just looked at here. Very similar in resource costs too. Again, that 40 aluminum powder. Yeah, really similar to the other one. Now this 41 forward, 16 strafing, 56 lift, 47 reverse, and 8 down. CPU wise, check that out. And we are again at a tier 3 build. So yeah, definitely in check with CPU. He's got about 550 left over. And if we take a look at our core configuration, again, a Core 3 SV configuration here. Does it have a shield? No, this one does not have a shield either, stock. And that's probably what the S was dealing with on the inside. I believe it probably will have a upgrade slot here for a shield. And it does have a constructor mounted in here as well. A couple of generators out back there. Yeah, that's really nice. Man, yeah, these miners are killer. This is obviously physically a little bigger than the other one. But it's also running more drills too. That's a 4 drill setup, where this is an 8 drill setup over here. So yeah, definitely different. Killer creations though, really is. Look at some storage and stuff on here. We got a harvest bay at 10,246. We got an ammo controller at 625. There's a fridge on board as well, and then of course a pentaxid tank for the warp drive. And future shield upgrades. So yeah, very nice. They're both a little bit different. This also does have a weapon on it too, a Gatling gun, a single Gatling gun on the bottom. Our Wi-Fi is right up over there. Yeah, really killer looking miner. Man, both these are really awesome miners here. Very nice. So this again is the we'll just call it 12 Hydra RE2 by Xenoshits. Very awesome looking miner, really is. Really nice layout there with the interior space as well. Killer. Couple less things. I want to just look at both miners. Not that there's not a whole lot of blocks on these, but I just wanted to see its base hull material on both of these. So carbon, and I think, and this one is a bunch of container extensions. I'm sure on both of these. There's no way to avoid that. I don't know. This thing's built of container extensions, so I don't see much. Okay. Anyway, having any of these miners, you know, the size they are, that's really they're going to be generally mostly built of container extension. There's no way around that. All right. Well, anyway, let's get over to Reforged Eden 1 now. And let's go here. Got a couple more creations here. And curious on these guys, too. A lot of cool stuff to look at, really is. And then a couple vanilla creations after this as well. So it's kind of cool to see that people are building for all three of these. Reforged Eden 1, 2, and vanilla. There we are. All right, let me adjust the lighting here. All right, so we got a couple Star Trek themed creations here. Yeah, both of them actually. So the first one here, this is the RF-01 Tenacious Starter CV by Spans for Reforged Eden. So, yes, check out this guy here. This is cool. It's like a small, like a starter style Star Trek ship. Obviously, you got your nacelles out back there. Looks like it's got some interesting potential docking on here too. That looks interesting. So it could like maybe dock into almost like a the kind of thing you would see in like the Expanse or something like that. Pull up to a space station and have a side door there. But this looks really cool. I like the way the bridge is done. Obviously, we got a lot of antennas up here, but I'm sure they're probably placeholders to put in some launcher-style weapons later on. Again, this is a its name is a starter, so I'm sure it's balanced in CPU and everything to be a starter creation. But a really cool-looking one. Look at these little nacelles in here. Those are cool, and we obviously got some placeholder pieces in there too to add some more parts. Little landing pad back over here going into the bridge section of the ship, or the saucer section. I like the round curvies back over here. Obviously, yeah, again, you could upgrade the thrust on here. I imagine there's a lot of upgrades, especially when you deal with a starter style creation. That's usually means, hey, it's gonna start with some little baby thrusters, and you'll be able to put in a lot bigger ones and shield parts and weapons and all kinds of things after the fact, which is a great way to go. So yeah, no exception here. These things, these nacelles look like they are just full of part upgrade locations all over the place in them. Let's look at the bottom side of the saucer here. I like the color thrown in here too. I think that, I mean, just it's subtle. You got a little bit there and a little bit in certain places on the ship, but it does a lot for a ship. It just gives it, you know, I don't know, a really neat look. Pretty interesting landing setup on here too. So the author used blast doors to hold the front side of the ship up discreetly. So basically, those all retract in when you're flying around, so you don't see anything there at all. And then you do have some legit landing gear back over here on this area, but it is hard to keep that you know, like if you take a look at the weight distribution here, if it didn't have the blast doors, you try to land this, it would probably flop frontwards when you try to land, and that prevents that from happening. So a really good idea there. Obviously, some I believe that's probably an area to signify a weapon or a turret to be mounted in there. What's going on right here? Oh, solar panel. Yeah, okay, that's a solar panel. That's like the bottom side of a solar panel. That's cool. So it does have some solar action going on in here too. Bottom side of the nacelles, they look pretty interesting too. Look at these big pipe things in here. Again, these nacelles just look like they're just really set up to hold a lot more thrusters and things like that in them. And yeah, this looks really cool too. What's this going on in there? Oh, it's like a little, that looks like a little gravity generator. Is that? I'll have to, is there, Can you even, what is that? It is a gravity gen. It's a little gravity generator. Aw. I've never seen that before. Is this? Wait a minute. Is this thing an SV? No, no, it's a starter CV. What am I thinking? I didn't know that part existed, to be honest. So in Reforged Eden 1, so that's why I'm so amazed by it. That's cool. I didn't look. I guess I never checked that out. I was always running the 2x2 gravity generators. Didn't know there was a smaller one, probably with a lesser radius, which would be fine for a smaller ship. And yeah, I just want to check out this back area here too. Really cool with the lights back here too. That's very fitting with Star Trek, like impulse engines, that kind of thing. And the top side of the oh yeah, we got a couple sneaky turrets in there too. A couple retractable turrets going on here. Gotta have that. Really cool looking angled nacelle arms too, or pylon arms, I think, or pylons. I think that's what they're officially called in Star Trek. Yeah, it's using that certain type of blocks there. This is like the minimum scale you could do an angle like this in the game with. That looks really cool. That the fact that they're angled two directions and smooth, and it's not chopping around or anything like that. That is really cool. Very nice looking. Like the lady up area around the blast door hangar here too. Speaking of that, let's get aboard here and see what's going on. So yeah, kind of not a real big hangar. But again, it's a starter CV, but certainly good enough to fit a good utility SV or HV in here. Most SVs or HVs probably. Got storage control in here. We see a warp drive right over there. O2. Box up on the ceiling. Cool looking pipework across the ceiling as well. And it's yeah, right up into a staircase here, getting into the saucer portion of the ship. And we've got a farm. Asymmetrically done up here as well. So farm over on this side looks like 18 grow plots. Our fridge, or our food processor, I should say. Large or advanced constructor, small constructor. Oh, we even got a storage bay over there. Yeah, you can walk through here. Yeah. Armor locker. Place to sit and chill. We got an armor repair. Another storage controller. Wow, okay, this is pretty interesting. So this was kind of like the neck area of the ship, not the saucer area. Now we're in the saucer area, like the overlooking glass there. So this looks like it's going to wrap right around the saucer level here. Obviously, some more places probably for some part upgrades. We do have, we do have some legit small shield parts added in here. Interesting. It's a starter. I don't normally see, well, I guess you could. Got a nice way in and out of the saucer section over here on the side. And what do we got? We got a crew room over here. Captain's room, maybe? Yeah, I got everything going on in here. A place to sit and chill, TV, bed, plant. Gotta have the plant. Main core. Another crew room. And our way in on the other side here. So, okay, maybe that does not wrap up. Well, let's go up another deck here. And so we got a medical bay out in this area here. Looks like we got our specialized equipment in the area, or at least those. Oh yeah, there's the other two pieces up on the ceiling. And looks like a place to add, I don't know, storage controllers in here. Overlook over the warp drive. And we are right out back to the landing pad on the back of the ship. And right up into the bridge. Really nice layout. Yeah, for being this type of design, that's it's right to the point. Every inch is utilized in this ship for stuff. Just yeah, bunch of boxes and things too in here. Wow, very nice, very nice. I like this. And then you kind of sit right back here as a pilot, and yeah, this is cool. I mean, for being a starter, That's a pretty wild concept to take a like a Star Trek style ship, which are normally pretty big ships, and then make a reduced size version that really fits the body line of it, and make it into a starter CV. That's cool. All right. Well, anyway, let's look at some numbers on this. Really neat though. Definitely like this. All right. Unlock level 12. Size class 3. 17 forward, 7 strafing, 35 lift, 7 reverse, 15 down, 4 fuel tanks, 2 oxygen tanks. We got 2 minigun turrets on here and a detector. 6 hour and 40-minute build time. Now it does kind of screw you up because we were just looking at Reforged Eden 2 creations where there's like some of those SV miners and things are spawning in like a little around a half hour or 30 minutes, and then you're seeing this. But I have noticed in Reforged Eden 2 the spawn time on creations is far less than what Reforged Eden 1 is. So I mean, if I were to bring this into Reforged Eden 2, I bet you could be seeing somewhere around half the spawn time on this. But taking a look at its overall resource costs on here, again, it's using a little bit of Estrum and Zacosium, but pretty light. This is a fairly small amount, something you can get on starter planets by hitting some POI boxes and things like that. Various POIs, not a lot there. Mostly carbon and iron, a little copper, and all your basic stuff. A little titanium, neo. And not bad at all. Again, it's a flying CV with all this stuff on it. CPU wise, set to 400,000. It's at 416,000. Just to take a look at its core. Here, let me hopefully I don't screw something up there. Core systems. It's running the main core and a single basic CPU core on this one to hit the CPU, which is not bad at all. Really quite cool there. Does have a shield on board too. Just under 10,000 on shield strength. So yeah, that's cool. It's also shielded, so that's a really nice thing to have. Do have some P menu options over here. Gravity, production, headlights, and hydroponics. Probably the grow lights in there. And let's take a look at its storage. Yeah, there we are. So we got an ammo controller at 120,000. Got another controller here at 325k, 320, and another 320. So 320s, and then an ammo controller at 120. Beyond that, I believe we're looking at boxes and other things like that. So quite a lot of storage too. I mean, really, that's nothing to sneeze at. 320s plus an additional 120k for ammo. Very good for a starter. Yeah, really cool. And then again, some interesting extra docking things too. I have to see how that works. It kind of looks like it's designed to connect to something else on the sides or have something else connect to it. But yeah, it's really cool. Great looking ship. So again, this is the RF-01 Tenacious Starter CV by Spange. Very cool. All right, so on with more Star Trek here. Much bigger one this time. This is the USS Prosper RE-1 by Drain. So this might be I'm not 100% sure if this is a brand new author to me or not, but gotta say, if it is, heck of a first impression. Look at this son of a gun. This looks killer. Another big Star Trek ship. Obviously, this one's not a starter. In this case, a much bigger ship. A lot of retractable turrets around the saucer area. Really cool looking, I don't know, cosmetics and things like that. I like the thin block, adding different like variety around the saucer. Really cool name here as well. The NCC 72918. Very nice. That even takes a bunch of finagling to get all that straight and these angles working and things like that. That's you could probably spend a couple hours just doing alignments on doing an LCD like that. Wow, this is cool. I like this setup over here too, just beyond kind of where the main bridge looks like it is. Yeah, right over there. Oh, that's an interesting layout there too. Oh, Oh, check that out, a glass ceiling. Yeah, and then it's got this like built-up thing here. Looks like we got a couple launchers in there and some rocket turrets across the top of that. Check out these cells over here too. That looks really good, nice and smooth. I like the fitting with Star Trek too, with the texture lights. It looks like Xenoblocks had been used to do this over here to get that particular texture on there. Same thing going on with the blue areas here. And back of the bridge. Yeah, that looks really cool the way. Oh, look at that. So we got the like the impulse engines up over there as well. We got a gotta find out if that's real. It's real long range radar. Very cool. And yeah, quite a bit of area over here. We got some solar as well. And that's something also on the starter Spanja's starter ship. It did have some solar on there as well. Look at this back hangar section over here. Still gotta keep on investigating these nacelles over here. Yeah, really cool. Really cool the way that's done. Yeah, the name up on there. Everything's very fitting with Star Trek. And we got our pylons, or the pylon arms over here. Doing angled section going up that way. So, yeah, very, very cool. Clean. Like the color accents in here too, or like it darks out in this area here with a little bit different block work right there. That looks cool. And obviously you can see some solar panels on this one as well. Yeah, that's neat. Let's look at the bottom side of this saucer here. Oh, we also have the name over here. Ooh, the author was really ambitious. That's a pain in the butt. You would think you could just like copy and paste this from the top side and just plug it down on the bottom side, right? Wrong. Got to rebuild it for the bottom side, invert the entire curve on it and things to make that work. I tried it before and we realized, oh, I got to rebuild the whole thing to put it on the bottom side. So the author did it here, and that is really cool. I love this glass section going along here as well. Interesting. It almost looks like there's a cafeteria or something back over there. And then, of course, we got our deflector over here, too. I'll get some blinky lights over by it and some LCDs in here. Well, that's cool. That definitely, nice rounded enclosing for that as well. And more thin block detail on the bottom here. Yeah, pretty involved thin blocks going along the, especially the saucer section, but other parts of the ship here too. I got some LCDs over here. United Federation of Planets. Oh, I like these little side windows in there too. That's cool. Yeah, there's 3 of them there. Yep, that feels quite proportional to what you might think on like a Star Trek ship there too. Well, older, smaller Star Trek ships. Some of them, get pretty darn big. Yeah, that's cool. And then the back area over here. Got some solar panels mounted up in there. Nice. Oh, that's cool with the name back there as well. Yeah, very nice looking Star Trek ship here, definitely. Wow. People have been busy. Not sure where I should come in on the ship at. Let's go back here. I'll get it. I'll get through here, and then we'll get out of God mode and take a walk around and adjust the lighting here as well. Alright, so we got a nice hangar place back over here. Really, really detailed. With all the textures and the block work and everything going on in there. Different color accents. Obviously, you can see some like reddish oranges and some blues in here, and then a barrage of different grays. A lot of different texture usage in here too. Yeah, looks really nice. Very, very detailed. We got a crew person up over there. And a couple of staircases here. This is an interesting setup here. Security. Let's go through here. Okay, so now we're up to the deck elevator. Oh, yeah. Okay, so, yeah, and the author did it according to the ships, too. You start out at the high number of decks. They're kind of inverted. Like as you go up, you'll eventually get to deck 1, which would be the top floor. So it's kind of inverted from that of a typical like building or things that have multiple floors. Oh, we got some big old shield parts in here. Check that out. Let's go through the door here and see if we loop around. Medium shield assembly. Oh yeah, this thing's really rocking some shields. Yeah, medium shield room over here. Looks like we've got, man, there's multiple tiers of catwalks in here. Oh wow, we got a fusion reactor over there. Ooh, this one's not joking around. Oh, this looks really cool. I love how you can see through the floor. Just a lot of stuff to see here. Quite immersive. Cool. Walk back down this way. I like the red doors there. This gets us into the large shield room areas. Looks like there's a couple of those. And a fusion reactor. Yeah, really cool layout there. The way that's set up. Here, let's get the light on here a little bit. Okay, and that's going to get us back to there. So let's just, we probably covered this particular deck. Yeah, a whole lot of shield pieces in here. Jeffrey's tube. See what's going on in here. Oh, look at that. It is too, isn't it? Yeah, out to another elevator here. All right, well, let's go up to deck 4. Another tube. Oh, wait, we got stuff going. Oh, man, there's a lot going on back here. So it looks like we got some crew members, a storage area, gravity generator on the one side, open location for, well, maybe like a constructor there. And then out the back of the ship, looks like we got a chill out place. Really cool windows in the area here. Kind of like a break room. Yeah, nice. Now back to the tube. Where does this go? Throw out a door over here. And we're back to the elevator. Okay, yeah, that's really cool. Really cool. Let's go up one more deck here to 3. And man, yeah, see the blocks used on the walls there. That looks cool. Shuttle bay 1, and we got a blue door. Oh, that's back to an elevator. Oh, okay. So this gets us into the other hangar. We were at a hangar down over there, the smaller one. This is a much bigger hangar up over here. So it does have 2 hangars. This one's got a repair bay also installed in it. Again, really nice looking. A lot of texturing and color differences and everything under the sun going on here. It is cool. It is cool. Utility function all over the place here too. O2 and armor repair or armor locker, storage bays. Did this go forward on this floor? I don't think so. Or yeah, it does. Yeah, we walked. Yeah, we came in from this way. Let's just see if it goes this direction as well, and it definitely does. Wow, this is a pretty big area here. So I bet you crew rooms. No, grow plots. Oh, check that out. So we got some, and it looks like we got 18 grow plots there, and so we're up to what, 36 grow plots. Hydroponics 1 and 2 labeled up out there. To a crosswalk. Wow, look at this thing. Yeah, it looks cool. I like the interior style here too. What are we looking at here? Secondary core storage. Nice. Okay, so we're running some big cores in here. So it looks like I think these are a bunch of quantum, or are they aux cores? Well, we'll look in there later on at the stats there. So obviously, you can tell with the amount of shield parts and everything else going on, it's going to be a pretty expensive ship. Typical for a Star Trek ship this size. So rocking fusion reactors and a bunch of shield parts and big shield parts and all kinds of stuff in here. Wow, this is quite the journey going around the this whole saucer section here. At least this deck of the saucer section. Got a med lab and a starboard airlock. Let's check out the med lab. Oh, that's cool too. Waiting room out over here. Your doctor appointments, medical equipment, and oh, look at this. Look at the ceiling on this room to display the medical part over here. That looks cool. It really does. That would almost work for like a teleporter room too. I really like the way the author did this blockwork up here, rounding it all off around there and the walls. Really interesting. And then there's the rest of your specialized medical equipment. And then we got a way out to the other side here. Oh boy. Okay, back to the med lab. Computer core. Holy smokes. This does look Star Trek-y though, doesn't it? Yeah, big old computer core here. And yes, yeah, our CPU blocks are out in this area. Makes a lot of sense. Got access to add some more, obviously. Detector, gravity. Oh, look at that. That's a weird setup there. But that's neat. That's neat. I like it. Yeah, the gravity generators are round, and it's using like a round glass piece down below it. And yeah, that looks really cool. Interesting take on that. I don't think I've seen a gravity generator displayed in that manner before. That looks really good, though. I like that. Transporter room. Here we are. Oh, it does do the... Oh, look at this. Oh, that looks really good. That looks really good for the transporter room. Like the use of all the bright lit texture lights there and things like that. We've got security personnel over here. We got our console over here for the teleporter. And, yeah, mission log. Mission POI set up there. That's another fun one to explore. We got a physics lab. I'll get back to that. There's just places all over the place. We got a bathroom right there. Crew quarters B. Got some blinky red lights back over here somewhere. What are we walking into? Crew quarter. Okay. Armory 3. Wow. Port airlock. Oh, okay, so yeah, go right out the ship over there. Makes a lot of sense. Security. Wow, there's rooms for everything. I like kind of how it's all done up too. I mean, a lot of these rooms are pretty small, but it feels realistic that way. I mean, it really does. Just all these different areas. What is this? Port thruster assembly 2. Interesting. A little nook over here. Wow. Port impulse lower. Okay, that's kind of, man. This is just another one of those ships that I think everybody's really just has to go grab and check out. It's very cool. Very cool to walk around this. There's so many places, and I know I'm missing rooms, and there's more rooms, and there's lots of rooms. We got a head shower, too. Oh, wow, look at this big old shower room. Crew Barracks 6. Jeez. 5, 4. Hydroponics 1 upper. Oh, another farm area in here. Wow. Okay. Oh, now we're getting into crew quarters 1. Very cool. Yeah, they feel appropriately sized, you know, on the rooms and things. And we got the captain's quarters. Oh, right at the captain's quarter has front view out the front part of the saucer. Oh, nice pad over here. Nice carpeted floors. Looks like we got our bed and toilet and shower over here. Place to sit and chill. Computer desk. Nice. to, okay, so let's, okay, we are at the top on this elevator. We have not made it to the bridge yet. Replicator store. Okay, so okay, I'm kind of walking back here. Let's, where is it? Here. Quarters deck 2. Does this go? Yes. This goes up to our bridge area. Check that out. Yeah, really cool with the glass ceiling in there. This is pretty interesting design. It almost kind of looks like a screen, but yeah, it's like literally open visibility to the outside of the ship right there. It kind of looks like there's something that would drop down here, but I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. That's just a force field. That's cool. That's cool. Interesting way to go about that. So it's like heads up on screen, but the screen is actually a real viewpoint. And our captain's seat right there. Cool looking consoles back over here. Oh, yeah, like regular LCD regular Deco consoles with added LCDs over there. Very nice. Captain's ready room. Check that out. Poster up on the wall there. Really cool view when you look out the ship and you see parts of the ship way out there. Gives you an idea on the scaling of it. Yeah, this is neat. Neat ship here. Oh, this looks, I like this sign. That's like an old school LCD, isn't it? Or maybe not. I don't know. It looks really good though with the background color like that. Yeah, really, really cool. Well done. Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, wow, guys been busy this week. I tell you, there's a lot of things to see. Very, very cool Star Trek ship. Let's look at some numbers on it. And I'm sure I missed places. So again, this would be a really good one to check out on the workshop too. It's a big ship. There's a lot of places on it, a lot of rooms, and yeah, feels quite immersive when you walk through it as well. So start with here, we are unlocked level 25, size class 16, 28 forward, 15 strafing, 18 lift, 23 reverse, 15 down, 6 fuel tanks, 5 oxygen tanks, 29 hour, 43 minute build time. This one obviously is going to be pretty expensive. It's running a lot of, looks like obviously 10 auxiliary cores in here. A lot of weaponry on board too. A lot of it's retractable or kind of hiding from view, but it's actually, yeah, we got some artillery cannons, laser cannons, lots of retractable minigun and positron. 17 positron, by the way. So definitely cruise missile launchers, alarm sentries on here as well. Detector, CPU wise, it's configured with the auxiliary cores to bring it to 2.1 million CPU. However, if we take a look at our core configuration, we do have it's a Core 9 build, and then of course it does have 10 aux cores installed as well. Not seeing any quantum cores, just aux cores. Another aspect here, shield, stock shield strength, big shield, just under 140,000 shield there. Ooh, we're almost out of fuel there. So yeah, definitely a lot going on with that as well. P menu options, lots of P menu options, all kinds of them. Turrets and sleep mode and proximity alarms and ramps and blast doors and constructors. Yeah, a lot of stuff in the P menu section. And some things I don't even know what they do yet. F1 and 2. It's fun to turn on switches and see what happens. I'll get some turrets out on you too. Why not? Storage. All right. So we've got looks like an input and output 640. We got a 32K ammo here, a 14K ammo over here. We got a lot of different storage controllers on here. 220 for trade. 220 for fuel, 640 for parts, 320 for harvest. Yeah, quite a lot of Quite a lot of different controllers here, all color-coded and everything like that. Very cool. Again, it would be hard to estimate exactly how much storage is on the ship here. A couple more 320s over here from miscellaneous 1 and 2. Yeah, really, really cool. Really cool there. So again, this is the USS Prosper RE1. Oh, I might have added that. I think I put that RE1 in there. It's a USS Prosper by Drain. Author Drain. Very, very cool. A lot of time and attention to detail put into this build here. Very nice. Looks great as a Star Trek ship too. Really does. I don't know if this is necessarily a replica or just another creative Star Trek design ship. There's a lot of different Star Trek ships out there, so a lot of different designs to go by. But it's definitely following the general layout of a Star Trek ship, and they can fluctuate a lot, but very cool. All right, so next thing here, let me get over to Vanilla for the last two creations here. Vanilla Creative, there we are. And yeah, it's really cool seeing all this different stuff. I'm glad that people are embracing Reforged Eden 1 and 2 and Vanilla as well. Get the lights rolling here. I really wish I could just leave it where it would be daylight and I'm set up every time I go to a different session here, but can't quite do that. No big deal though. Anyway, the first creation in Vanilla here is the 49 Chariot Corvette by Jarvis 1563. Also, it's got the God, how do I say that word? Vachinti Scout. Vahati Scout. VACCHATHI Scout. I don't. I'm butchering it. I know it. Another one of those words I'm unfamiliar with. Well, this is a really interesting looking ship here. Very unusual design here. I love this front cockpit approach here. Kind of a vertical. I was going to say like a hammerhead kind of design, but it's different than that yet too. That's really cool. Really cool shaping here. I like the color accents on the ship here too. A lot of embracing of a lot of round blocks in certain areas there. It gives it that nice smooth look and a lot of wedge angles as well. Oh, there's a thruster up top here. Got radar right behind there. Yeah, this looks like a kind of more of a Star Wars influenced creation here. Kind of, yeah, like the name would kind of suggest there, Corvette. Oh, that's cool. I like how this is set up here. We got some landing gear out on the side here. It looks like it's, again, kind of designed to dock to another creation and allow you to walk in and out of the two. A lot of, quite a few guns on here. Got our down thrusters over in this section. Looks like a hangar out back. Oh, look at that 3 thruster design here. That's cool. So we got a big drive thruster on the bottom and then 2 support thrusters on the sides there. Got a reverse thrust right here. Another big drive thruster for that. Looks like it's going to move pretty good. Got some strafing thrust on the side of this this part of the ship here. This looks really cool. Really unique design. Definitely like it. Everything kind of flows really well with it. That's cool. Obviously, we'll peek into the bridge there. Yeah, very nice. All right, well, good look at the top side here. Yeah, very cool. All right, let's get aboard here. See what's going on here. I'll get out of God mode, adjust the lighting a little bit here too. We got a small hangar out back here. Got O2 and right up to an elevator, so no getting lost yet. No, I'm kidding. Hopefully I don't. Hopefully I don't. It's a pretty good sized ship, but it's not gigantic. But oh, I like the way it's already set up on the interior, though. It feels quite immersive and realistic. So what we got over here? It's like, oh, walk right into a medical bay. Very nice. We got all our equipment there in the main med bay. And we've got a doorway on the other side here, too. Uh-oh. What just happened? Oh! I fell. Okay, so this is shield access room. I didn't even, it was dark and I kind of walked right off the edge here. So yeah, okay, you got a place where you can upgrade your shield. That's a nice feature there. And we got our CPU cores right in this general area. Kind of looks like we're running 4 advanced cores. I believe this would be tier 4 vanilla. Let's see where this goes. Okay, this is the elevator we probably took up to get here. Yep. So then that goes into another elevator. So we can go down here a little bit. Start here and work our way down, I guess. Got an airlock. Oh, that's cool. Got an armor locker, O2 right over here. And yeah, no atmosphere. I like the LCD heads up there. So we got another way in and out of the ship on either side over here. Small constructor, a couple of them. And it looks like we're making our way up to the... is this the bridge? Is that outside? No, that's like a... I'm seeing glass here. Man, this is deceiving. Is it just so dark outside that I can't see anything? I think so, yeah, you can kind of see... Yeah, I think so. But anyway, very cool. That's cool. I like the LCD up over here. Hold on. Oh yeah. Okay, so that is glass there. Okay, it's just kind of tinted. One thing I don't know if the author knows this or wanted it this way, but you could, if you get out a multi tool, you can go to the rotate transparency, and you can click on these, and that will lessen the tint on the windows over here, so you can see out them a little bit more. I wasn't sure if I was so especially at night, where the game I think is excessively dark at night with the lighting and stuff. That does help, so you can see quite a bit better, especially if you went back over to daytime here. Then you got a pretty good solid view at the front there. Just in case the author didn't know, or maybe it was intentionally done that way. I don't know. But very cool. Very cool. Alright, let me go back to darkness. Or some form of darkness. I don't know where I'm at. Hard to tell here. And okay, so we are on the bridge deck currently. So if we go down from here, we're going to storage, and then there's an exit. So let's go down here. So this would be our storage level, I do believe. Yep, 3. So, and we do have a storage controller over here, and a couple more on the sides. And it looks like we got some fuel tanks back over there as well. And then if we go down, this should be exit ramp here. It certainly looks that way too. There we are, right out the bottom of the ship there. I got it too dark. Sorry about that. I got this a little bit off the ground right now. That's why the this isn't coming down to the ground. It's not the ship's fault. It's my fault. I kind of kept it a little bit off the ground on this one. That's cool. So yeah, nice boarding ramp there. And God, was there more places to see in here? I think we kind of been through a lot of it. We did see the medical bay. Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty much right to the point. Very nice. Well, let's look at some numbers here. I'll get the lights back on. I have a feeling this video is going to be a little on the long side. Sorry about that. There's a lot of big creations and stuff to look at today. That can fluctuate quite a bit. So yeah, there's that vanilla CPU for you there. That was interesting thing there. But anyway, unlock level 20, size class 2. Really fast. Again, we're looking at this in vanilla. In vanilla, the thrusters have a lot more thrust power in vanilla than they do in either version of Reforged Eden. So 222 forward, 35 strafing, 159 lift, 222 reverse, 68 down, 9 fuel tanks, 10 oxygen tanks. Running quite a few turrets on here. We got 6 flak turrets, 9 minigun turrets, a couple, some sentry guns, detector in there, 7-hour and 22-minute build time. Does use a little bit of Estrum and Zacosium, to be expected on a ship like this, of course. CPU-wise, it's Tier 4, which gives you 10 million CPU. Ship's using about 3 million of that CPU. That was kind of one of the things with the vanilla core system on why I think Reforged Eden's core system was much more sensible and logical. Where vanilla, you know, you have like a the tiers go crazy. It's you start out at one, like, well, you can see all the tiers right here. Like at a tier 3, you're at 1.5 million CPU. And once you go to that tier 4, it's 10 million CPU. So it's such a drastic difference between this and this. Now I appreciate that it does do 10 million CPU. Otherwise, it wouldn't allow any like bigger end game kind of CVs or anything in vanilla. But it's just weird that there's only 4 tiers and there's such a massive discrepancy between tier 3 and 4. Where the Reforged Eden versions have a lot more tiers and a lot more, you can fine tune it a whole lot more than what you're doing in vanilla. It's one thing I do appreciate in the Reforged Eden variants of the game here, or modded versions of the game, new scenario versions of the game. So storage wise, let's see what's going on with this. So we've got an input at 152, output at 152, ammo at 160k, and beyond that looks like some boxes and a pentaxa tank. One other thing, we do have a shield, 36,000 shield hit points on here. Yeah, very nice. So again, this is the 49 Chariot Corvette by Jarvis 1563. Very, very cool. And also that word, the I give I give up. There's another word to the name. I can't say it. I give up. Awesome work though. Really, really cool ship. Love the unique design to it a lot too, and the color accents and things like that really work for it too. So the last creation today, I found this in a new releases. This is the SV Hauler MK3 by Jaskun, or Jaskun. I believe this is a new author to me as well, and I thought this looked pretty cool. Okay, it looks like the thrusters are set up here. So we're looking at a ASV cargo style ship. Also got quite a bit of decent amount of weaponry on it. Good defense there, a little bit of offense with the Gatling guns on the front. But I thought this looked really cool for SV. I like the way the author set up these thruster housings over here and the blockwork used around them. Also a pretty cool looking bridge where the glass is painted like different colors with the framework there, creating a design there. Looks like it would have a really good view as well. Yeah, really neat looking build here. A lot of detail going on in here. Cool looking landing gear too. I don't have it quite on the ground, but these would obviously fold out and dock it. I just kind of been trying to keep things off the ground a little bit sometimes so I can kind of see the bottom of it a little bit better. Oh wow, what just happened there? Oh, that's just because, that's just texture lights. God, that's an illusion and a half, isn't it? Almost looks like there's a door opening there, but it's just how it's drawn that in. So we got, a barrage of colors back here. Purple, yellow, white kind of in the middle. Cool looking, that's a nice looking thruster housing pack over here too. Really interesting blockwork around there on how that's all kind of configured. Some thin block layer across the top. Running a couple larger thrusters and some smaller thrusters in the same area. Oh, we got some generators. That's a pretty interesting way to do that. That kind of actually looks neat. Seeing some of these parts on display on the outside. Strafing thrust over here. And then, of course, we got a turret back over there. It looks like it's, yeah, set up for a good defense range around the entire creation. Shoot down those drones and cover the backside, and shoot some manually shoot some drones with some Gatling guns as well. And then we got different ways in the ship. You can get in either side near the cockpit area, and also on the other corners of the ship here. That's cool. All right. Well, anyway, let's try to do this again a little bit. I don't know how far I should go with it. There we go. Let's try that. Nice doors all on sensors and everything. Oh, that's not the ship's foot. These doors, the ramps have been really being strange. I've had this problem too, trying to walk up into ramps. It's like as soon as you want to walk into them, they decide to retract on you. I don't know what's up with that. I'll just leave. So, yeah, okay, so we're instantly in here. So a pretty big room area here. I guess I get the lights back going better here more. So a couple passenger seats back over here, some cargo boxes, fridges. That's an interesting display for the fridges. They almost don't look like fridges there, do they? That's cool. Interesting. What do we got there? That's a constructor, I think. Yeah, constructor right on the sides. Cargo boxes on the sides of those. Armor locker in the middle. Roomy on the inside here. You could put in a bunch more stuff here, or even potentially move a really small type of creations in here and transport them as well. A couple more passenger seats there, and then we're up into this. That's a pretty wild looking bridge or cockpit area here. Oh wow, look at that. Kind of like elevated seats over here with this center console kind of thing going on, like a right and left seats. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, cool visibility too. I like looking at all the glass windows there. You got 0 obstructed areas besides the window frames. That is cool. And then yeah, like a different sub level of tinted glass making up this part here. That's cool. Yeah, really neat design here. I don't think I've seen anything quite like it before. That's cool. And obviously we got quick ways in on either side over here. And oh, we got a warp drive mounted up in the ceiling over here. Under some glass. And our CPU core blocks up on the ceiling there. Storage controller. At least one of them. We got another one on this side over here as well. So yeah, now this basically is a hauler, at least by the name. So let's take a look at its storage capacity and specs and things like that. It looks like it's got some pretty beefy thrust on it. So I'm thinking it's going to be able to be quite successful with hauling and storage. I'm just curious how much storage is on here right now. Anyway, start with unlock level 20, size class 2, 67 forward, 38 strafing, 104 lifts. A lot of lift thrust for this, which is good. Depending on how much storage it has. 56 reverse, 20 down, 3 hour and 23 minute build time. 4 Gatling guns, detector, and 3 minigun turrets. 18 fuel tanks, 12 oxygen tanks. CPU wise, it is a tier 4. So it would be 4 advanced CPU cores again, bringing it to 60,000. I'm sorry, I'm used to RE specs, so it brings it to 100,000 CPU, and it's using about 60,000 of that. Core. It's running more. This one didn't say that it was for Reforged Eden or anything, but one thing to the author, the core setup in vanilla is kind of different too, where you could actually remove these this tier 2 and these 2 tier 3 cores and just run the 4 tier 4s, and you would have the same CPU. It's just weird how it works. They don't stack. It's either you're running like a tier 2 running like a basic CPU core, or a tier 3 running just two improved CPU cores, or a tier 4 running just 4 advanced CPU cores. But the extra cores in here are not adding more CPU to it. It's probably just ramping up the cost of the creation. Um, so yeah, I think that's just, it's weird. I know if you I'm so used to Reforged Eden, I almost never natively build anything for vanilla anymore. Um, but that's how it kind of works there. So I do definitely like the core configurations better on Reforged Eden 1 or 2 over the vanilla setup there. But other than that, that's no big deal at all. Let's take a look at the big aspect here of cargo storage here. So we'll see what we got going on here. So we do have some cargo boxes, quite a few of those. We do have a controller here, pretty good sized controller, almost 22,000 in cargo storage. And that one, then we got an ammo controller at a little over 3,000 there. So yeah, it could. I'm certainly it can easily move the cargo that it's doing with the thrust setup on here. It's quite a thrusty ship, so no problems whatsoever moving the cargo load or anything like that, and it will keep it defended. And yeah, very cool design here. Again, I like seeing creations by authors I'm unfamiliar with too. And this is again the SV Hauler MK3 by Jaskun, or Jaskun. And I do believe it is a vanilla build. Unless I'm mistaken. If I'm mistaken and this was actually meant for RE, then I apologize for that. I was looking at the description, and I've been trying to read all the descriptions to see what version of the game they're for. And if they don't list anything about it, I'll just kind of default it to vanilla. But other than that, that is all the builds for today. Very cool stuff to see, again, by everybody. Yeah, all over the board with Reforged Eden 2, Reforged Eden 1, and vanilla creations. Quite a barrage. Got some new Star Trek ships. Got some colossal endgame super psycho freighter ships, all kinds of things. Some really cool miners too. Other than that, y'all have yourself a great weekend, and I will talk to you later.